Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Cardano is currently on very thin ice here. As expected, we came down to the 75-cent level, hit support exactly at this previous low. However, this is very thin ice, the 75-cent level. I mean, we have recovered now, but as you can see at the moment, we are only here in this sort of channel. Yeah, so we've got 3 touch points up there, 2 touch points down here. That's enough to draw a channel. And should we not be able to break through here to the upside very soon, and that would be above 80 cents, we are of course going to retest again that 75-cent support level, and that is very thin ice. If that drops, I think then we are going to see really strong downside for ADA. The reason is that there is not much historical support or anything. As you can see, if I zoom out the entire chart history, also earlier, there is nothing. I mean, I can go back much longer, and of course there is a little bit back here going on, you know, back in 2018. But really, if you lose this level, there isn't much. And you know, of course, there is a bit of area of trade there, but the main area of support was up here around the $1 level. We have come below that, and then most recently we had here the 75-cent level, and we are, if we cannot hold this, which I don't think we will, even should there be some short-term upside, which always is possible and will be possible above 80 cents if ADA is able to break out of this descending channel. But even if we have some short-term upside, my view is, at least at the moment, that we are going to lose the 75-cent level here in case Bitcoin loses a little bit more value. The thing is that this is really thin ice. Before that, we only touched it here with that wick, and you know, we are very close to it. And again, if we lose it, there isn't much historical support, so we should drop very quickly to that 55-cent level, which is the 78.6% Fibonacci level, yeah. After we already dropped here below the 96-cent level, which is the 61.8% level. Currently looking a little bit like we are trying to break out of the channel, but it's too early to say that. As you can see here on the 4-hour chart, we have come higher. We are now really in this decision moment again here, where the market will decide, do we go through here? Little volume at the moment. And if we manage to break above, yes, certainly there is potential to move all the way up to the previous resistance. That is at 91.5 cents. As you can see here, we had resistance various times. For example, here we had support here. There was a little bit going on. We had resistance here, support here, support here. So there is a relevant level, yeah, the 91.5 cent level. But if we lose it, if we don't get there, or if we don't break it, then we will most likely come down again. So anyway, medium term, I remain of my view that medium term, the ideal target to complete this correction is the 55-cent level. Short term, it depends on if we can break above this channel. If not, we're going to retest the 75-cent level, and then again, we are back on very thin ice. And if it breaks, we are going to come down quickly to that medium-term target here, 55 cents. And in this target area, we even have the potential to move down to 30 cents. It wouldn't give me any headache because it's part of that scenario. And if I zoom out, it would just allow ADA, yeah, to come down a little bit lower into this region of, well, this ideal target level actually for such a wave 2 correction. And after this here, then this is another area where ADA will have a chance to reverse. Yeah, but only in the right market environment, I guess. So this will hopefully be the time when Bitcoin is also completing its correction. So this means that ADA will have the boost by Bitcoin, but we need to get to this target area. And Bitcoin also needs to complete its correction, then reverse, and then ADA will have a chance to get out of this, in line with many other cryptos as well. So my view is that all of this here was a wave 1 all the way up to the 9th of, well, was it the 9th of May, I think so. Then we came down in a wave A, moved up in a wave B, an overshooting wave B in August 21. And now we're coming down here in a wave C. Next wave should then be a wave 3 ideally. And that should take us above $4, $4.50. As I showed in many other videos, this current wave pattern 1, 2, 3 is part of a higher degree wave 3. As you can see here in white, we have our first larger wave 1 here back in the last bull run. Then we have our wave 2 down here in March 2020, and we're currently in this larger wave 3. And within that wave 3, we've got a 1, 2, and also the next wave would be a wave 3. Short term, as I said, or medium term, further downside potential. Also here on the 4-day chart, we have another bearish crossover. That is not great. That is giving a lot of selling pressure for ADA. On the 1-day chart, we've remained in bearish, in this bearish range here since April, actually, after we already started to reduce that bullish momentum here end of March. The 2-day chart, which is also fairly relevant, already shows that we are coming down lower as well. Weekly chart, oh, also bearish crossover now. Now, the last time we had a bearish crossover here on the weekly, that took us down here pretty much from around about $3 all the way up to where we are now. So it seems like we're starting another bearish crossover here on the weekly in the current week. So that is definitely not a good sign, and just confirms my medium-term view that we are going to come down a little lower. And as I said, the downside potential is around 50% still for ADA from where we are. Yeah, and so it all depends on if this level is now breaking. Again, as long as you are in a channel, as long as you are in a pattern, it's always useful to wait. If we, for example, now see a bearish engulfing candle, it could allow us to make the come to the conclusion that we are going to drop lower. But we're here in a very tight range. We're in a very tight range, so until we really see a breakout, I wouldn't do anything personally. In case I wanted to do short-term trading here, I wouldn't do anything, because, you know, if you get rejected here, where do you fall to? You only fall to 75 cents. That's not much anyway. And then here, there's the next decision point. Are we going to break it? If we break it, yes, much further downside potential expected. But if we break above 80 cents, upside potential. All right, that's my view about Cardano. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership and maybe also my trading course that I am currently publishing on the website. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.